Let's try to talk about resist. Like trying to talk about a fairy tale in a way. Because resistance is really just not really paying attention to what's happening. I mean, makes sense, right? You're resisting what's happening. The only way you can do that is to try to escape, usually in your head. But there's also the weird thing when you see there's never been resistance. There can't actually be any sort of resistance. It's like this little magic bubble, not an actual bubble. This is just a really dumb metaphor, but hard to talk about unless you can just see it already. It's just, but it's kind of obvious. There's no such thing as resistance. It almost feels like a bubble popping that there never was resistance, and there could never be resistance. Resistance being anything going against something, but the belief that something could actually like rub against or be in conflict with something else is just a belief, just a thought that says these two are opposing or these things actually can't go together or coincide. My beliefs and what's happening are in conflict. But the weirdest thing is you can have conflicting beliefs, but there can be no resistance. You can resist with no resistance is the only way I can describe it. It gets to the point where you just kind of notice there is no resistance. There never was. There never can be. There's no such thing. And when you notice that, it's like there's just no more resistance to just living your life. Because you can't find that thing that says no. You can still say no, but there's no sense that I need something else other than this. Because that's all what resistance is. Trying to cling to that idea that I can have something other than this. And when it's clear that there's no resistance, it's almost magical that you don't really care about being perceived anymore. You get to just be yourself. You get to just smile when you smile, cry when you cry, enjoy yourself just because. You can even want to be alone just because. You can be drawn to someone just because. There's no add of why. You just, it's just because it's important right now, or that's what's interesting right now. I don't need to talk my way into feeling a certain way. I don't need to talk myself into doing something. I don't even know why I'm doing this or anything. It just kind of happens on its own now. I was also seen that's how it's always been. Nothing was ever pushing or pulling against anything. And when you don't resist, the weird thing is you don't resist your very natural, very innocent, normal human behaviors or wants or desires or curiosities. You're not even averse to having desires. But it doesn't become about wanting to get your desires fulfilled. It's more about just that engagement with what's obvious and what's interesting. You don't even need to get anything out of it. You're just so interested about what matters and what you care about. And you don't really register what can I get out of this or what could I lose out of this? Because that's more going back into your head and resisting. But even if that happens, that's not resisted. And it becomes more playful that you can even have that happen and not be attached to it if it does happen. You just get this feeling of you're more drawn to about what you care about compared to drawn to how to either heal or fix or do better or improve. It's more about just being engaged for no other reason than this is something that you care about. It's something you're drawn to. You don't need anything out of it. You can really just be with this without needing anything from it. The results don't matter. What matters is you finally just care about the fact that you care. You don't really get to decide about what you care about. You just know that you care. And this is something important to you. And you get to engage. And you don't gotta resist or brace for impact if something goes wrong, because you don't care if something goes wrong. There's no resistance to just caring completely, because there's no resistance to failing or falling or just rejection or losing something, because it's not something you wonder about. All that matters is you feel like you're just engaged enough where the outcome just doesn't matter. You just care enough about that ability to just even care in the first place. You just really step into caring just for the sake of caring, and it just goes on and on and on. Nothing to get out of it. You just enjoy caring, or you can say loving, or just engaging, or just there's just no reason to not be how you are. Exactly. No reason to there's no reason to have any reasons for why anything happens, or why you do anything, or why you like something, or why you don't like something. You can just say, hey, this is important to me. I like this. I want to be involved in this. I don't need anything out of it. I just like being here. I just like doing this. And you don't gotta explain to yourself or anyone else. It's just, I like this. And that's fine. That's more than enough. And you gotta be completely normal, completely human, not against even just going, I'd like to spend some time with someone, or just going, I kind of need some help. But you don't need the help. You don't even need the company. But you can ask for it. And it doesn't matter if you get what you want. What matters is you're expressing yourself in a way that's just honest. Expression just to express, without any need to get your desires fulfilled. You to just enjoy the fact that you can even enjoy or feel anything in the first place. When you really get in touch with whatever that ability to feel in the first place, not the ideas of what feels good or what feels bad, what you should be feeling, what you shouldn't be feeling, but just whatever that sensing thing is where you're like, I can feel, I can't explain why, but I do. And there isn't a particular feeling. It's like you get to just feel feeling. And then there's just no resistance to what is being felt. You're not wondering, is this a good feeling? Is this not a good feeling? It's more of a, I get to just feel feeling. And that's more than enough. Because resistance is just trying not to feel too much, right? Yeah, I have no idea what the point of this video was. I never really do, but Hope this helps someone.